Hi my dear children, hope you all are doing great at home, right? So now we are going to learn about your second part of your first lesson, right? So in the second part we are going to learn about cooking food. So why we cook the food? Some foods we eat it in a raw form, yes, yeah, like salads, fruits, we eat it in a raw form, right? Carrot, fruits, and then onion, tomato. So we eat it in a raw form. But some foods we cannot eat it in a raw form, right? We have to cook it to make it soft. So why we are cooking? So to make it soft. So we are cooking the food to make it soft, and it also helps in easy for the digestion. So if you cook the food only, the food helps in proper digestion, easy for the digestion, and cooking food helps in making the food tasty. So we cook the food for taste, and when we cook the food, it kills the germs. So the germs present in the food are killed when we cook the food. So why we cook the food? We cook the food to make it soft, easy to digest, for taste, and it kills the germs present in the food, right? So in this cooking process, so there are methods of cooking, right? Let's see what are the methods of the cooking. So there are methods called, first one, steaming. So what is the spelling of steaming? S-T-A-E-A-M-I-N-G. S-T-E-A-M-I-N-G. Steaming. So what are the foods that are steamed? For example, idli. So idli is steamed. And then idiyappams. So steaming is nothing but the water is boiled in a vessel, and in the water, when the water boils, we keep the food inside the steam and we close the container or the vessel. So the food is cooked in the steam itself. So that is called steaming. Example is idli. And the second method is frying. F-R-Y-I-N-G. Frying. So what are the foods that are fried? We fry puris. Yes, your favorite dish, right? So puri, P-U or I, puris. So idli or steamed, puris or fried. Even some foods when we cook inside the oil. So when we put the food inside the oil to fry, that is called frying. Okay. The next one is baking. So B-A-K-I-N-G, baking. So what are the foods that are baked? Biscuits, and then cakes. So cakes and biscuits, cakes, C-A-K-E-S, biscuits, B-I-S-C-U-I-T-S. So cakes and biscuits are baked. Okay, and the next one, roasting. So R-O-A-S-T-I-N-G. So meat or roasted. So meat, chicken, and even the food like corn. So we roast it in the fire, right? So that is called roasting. And the last one, boiling. B-O-I-L-I-N-G, boiling. B-O-I-L-I-N-G, boiling. So what are the foods that are boiled? Eggs. Eggs are boiled. Rice. So rice are boiled. So when we put the food inside the water, boiling water, and we take out from the water, so that is called boiling. So what are the methods that we discussed? We discussed steaming, frying, baking, roasting, and the last one, what is that? Boiling. Yes. So what are the foods that we can cook? Steaming examples are idli, frying example is puri, baking example or cake, roasting meat, and boiling eggs and rice, right? So next we will see about food preservation. So when we preserve the food, for example, some foods we cannot keep it for long time. Yes or no? It spoils. We cannot keep the food for longer days. So the food will spoil. So this food is not healthy. They are not unhealthy to eat. So the spoiled foods are bad for our health. So when vegetables are kept for a long time, so if we keep the vegetables for a long time, and what happens? Germs starts to grow. So it spoils the food. To prevent the food from getting spoiled, we need to preserve the food for some days or for some months, right? So that is called food preservation. So preservation of food is a method used to keep food items edible for longer time. Edible means eatable. Okay, we can eat. So that is called edible. Okay. So let's see what are the methods of food preservation. So first one, refrigeration. So refrigeration, everyone have a fridge at your home, right? So vegetables, fruits and cooked food, we preserve it inside the refrigerator for some days. Yes or no? Yes. So food is kept in refrigerator. To preserve it for some days, we keep inside the fridge. So this is also a method of food preservation. And the next one is pickling. So some fruits like some fruits and some vegetables. So vegetables, what are the vegetables? Fruits like lemon, vegetables like mangoes, raw mango. So these food items we keep inside the oil and salt. So these items are added with more salt and oil to preserve it for some days. Usually mango you get in only in season, right? So these raw mangoes, mangai they used to say, right? So they keep the oil, they keep more of oil and salt and they make as a pickles. So that is called pickling. So pickling is nothing but adding more amount of salt and oil. So this is called pickling. So the first one refrigeration and the second one pickling. Yes. So next we will see what is the next one. Drying. Drying is nothing but removing the water. So drying is we can keep the food under the sun. So once we keep the food under the sun, what happens? The food is dried. Example, your dry chilies. Dry chilies. What is this? Dry grapes. And then what is this one? Dry fish. So these foods are kept under the sun for a long time to remove the water, because the water helps in growth of germs, or the water will spoil the food. So to remove the water from the food, so these foods are kept under the sun for drying. So this removal of water is also called as dehydration. So So what is dehydration? Dehydration is nothing but hydration means water. D means removing. Okay. So D means removing, hydration means water. So removal of water from the food is called dehydration. So dehydration also helps in preserving the food for many days. Right. So the next one is canning and bottling. So what is canning and bottling? Some juices, some fruits, we can preserve it for many days. Usually when we keep the fruits, we cannot keep it for many months, right? If you buy an apple, you cannot keep it for many months, right? So these food items are made into jams or squashes or even like jellies. So these food items are, what do you want for So example, jams, squashes, jellies. So these are all the foods that are preserved. So once we make jam, what happens? We can keep it for many days and we can consume it. We can eat it for many days. So the foods are prepared as a jam. How it is made into a jam? So they will preserve it with chemicals or any preservatives by adding some chemicals into it, or they will keep the food inside a cans, airtight containers. So that is called canning. So canning is nothing but preserving the food in cans is called canning. And bottling, so these bottling, when they put the food inside the bottles like squashes and then juices, so they keep the food inside the bottles with airtight containers so that the air should not go inside and help in growth of germs. So to avoid the growth of germs, so these foods are canned or bottled. Okay. So next we are going to see about rest and exercise. So how food, everyone need food, the same way we also need rest and exercises. So children must do some physical activities. So this exercises help our body to circulate more blood in our body. So every day you must involve yourself into any physical activities or do any exercises every day. So this exercises helps us to helps in blood circulation and tones your muscle. Tones is nothing but tightens your muscle. So usually when we see the muscle here, so it will be very soggy, right? It will be very rubbery. So this, if you do exercises, these muscles become very tightened and strong. So you have to do everyday physical activities in the form of exercises or yoga, or you can do swimming, or you can do cycling, but try to involve your body into any physical activities. And rest, so rest is very important. So the children, at least you must sleep or take rest, because sleep and rest helps in proper functioning of our body. So you have to sleep at least 8 to 10 hours per day. How many hours? So children must sleep 8 to 10 hours a day. So this rest and proper rest and sleep relax our muscles, relaxes our mind and body. So rest and exercise is very, very important. Try to inculcate more amount of yogas, physical activities in your life, right? So in this lesson, almost you learned about the food in the first part, right? In the second part, you learned what is cooking and what are the methods of cooking and what is food preservation and the methods of food preservation. And also you learned about rest and exercises. What is the benefits of rest and exercises? So inculcate all these good habits in your life also, and teach others, even your sisters, brothers, your younger brothers or your younger sisters, about the good habits, right? So eat healthy and live healthy. We can lead a healthy life, right?